All right, guys, let's address getting into an Irimi Ashi Garami or a single leg X from the butt scoop now. Okay, so you catch your opponents off guard with this a few different ways, but let's go. They're in a staggered stance. So if they have their right foot forward, again, we have to have our right foot forward. What we're gonna do is use a butt scoop to be able to get underneath our opponent. And when we do that, remember, we're always keeping our knees to our chest, okay? So we don't wanna make the mistake of scooting in, getting underneath our opponent, having space between our knees and chest, and just pulling them out, right? So we always have to have at least one knee to our chest. All right, so we're here. When we're ready, we can use our feet, butt scoop. We're gonna pull with the leg that we're attacking. We grab behind the knee. Here, if you notice before I go up, I have one knee to my chest. The other leg's going outside, and I pull right to single leg. Okay. Again, here, when I'm ready, pull knee to chest, and we come up. When we're ready to dump them down, we turn the knees in the direction we're looking to dump them, and we're holding on, okay? If you don't want to bring the leg across like we were doing before, over here, catching and sitting up, elevating and passing. If we're here, you could go for a foot lock, right? Or if you just want to disengage, since you can come on top, we could just lift, and now we're into a combat base, right? There's a lot of different attacks as you get higher levels. If you want to go into a cross Ashi Garami from here, we're going to adjust this. Similar movement where we pass across, we sit up, and instead of tucking the foot like the one we did before, we just bring the leg over, catch, and now we have double trouble, or we're in our cross Ashi Garami position, okay? Let's do it one more time. So stagger versus stagger. Okay, when we're ready, we come in. Also, pay attention as you go higher belts, we can start creating heel exposure. So from this single leg X, Irimi Ashi Garami, again, we want to point our knees in the direction that we're looking to get exposure, whether it's dumping them down, or if we want heel exposure, we start turning the knees this way. Now all of a sudden, we have heel exposure here. I'll just go over this once, I just can't help it. What we're gonna do is start turning. They're gonna wanna roll, right? If we're going for this heel. So their escape is to start rolling. But if you notice, we need to control the speed of the roll with this leg here, okay? We're controlling. When we're ready, we pull the leg out, and we lock up. And if you scooch this way for me, we're now in the outside Ashi with heel exposure for the finish. That'll be for another video, or go look at Gordon or John, whoever explains it better than me. But that's creating heel exposure off the Irimi Ashi Garami, and you can catch that from if you stand in a squared stance as well. So we can either be staggered or squared. You can, if we're squared, you can actually post off two hands, right? When we're staggered, it's only going to be one hand we're posting on where we're connecting. But if we're here, if we want to create some distance, we can go in, right? So it's a little more aggressive, but here, okay? So that's an option and drill you could do with your partner to combine butt scooting and the single leg.